So we're gonna read from this week's portion, TETZAVE. First of all, we're gonna read Aramaic. As we're reading the Aramaic, we're praying for peace and harmony and love in the entire world, and also in Mexico, it's also personally in our life. And also something very important to remember as we're reading from the Zohar. We're asking as we're reading from the Zohar for the light of God to help us to clean ourselves, clean our heart, clean our consciousness, and also to see what is it that I supposed to change inside me. Maybe to be more humble, maybe to be more forgiving, maybe to let go more. But the light of the Zohar helped me to see myself inside in a clear way and to help me to see what is it I need to change. So I am reading and you're welcome to follow. בגין דאו שעתה דנפקו ישראל ממצרים ושתלימו לשיטין ריבבן, את הכף מלכותה קדישה וסתלק על קולה ושערה את נעירת, וכדי נקפיה מלכו חייבה סדרה אחרה. והפיק לא מקודשה ברכו למח, במדברת עקיפה, דיו אתר ושולטנו דסמך מהם חייבה, דיו דילה ממש, בגין לתברה תוקפי וחלה ולחטטה רשע ולחפיה עלה. ולא ישלוט, אלמלא תחבו ישראל בה קודשה בריחו, לעברה למעלמה ועל די עבר לא באחסנתה, ועדווה חולקה ממש. Who wants to read for us from the translation?
Luis,
Yes, please.
¿anda hay alguien?
83.
TETZAVE. Oh,
You can see?
yes.
Yes, please.
TETZAVE, versículo 83. Él responde, cuando los hijos de Israel salieron de Egipto y alcanzaron los 600,000, la santa Malhut se fortaleció y se elevó por encima de todo, y la luna, es decir, Malhut, brilló. Entonces la Malhut malvada, el otro lado, fue sometida, y el santo, bendito sea, llevó a Israel al poderoso desierto, que es el lugar y el dominio del malvado Samael, su propio ser para quebrantar su poder y fuerza, aplastar su cabeza y someterlo, para que no tuviera poder. Si los hijos de Israel no hubieran pecado, el santo, bendito sea, planeó expulsarlos del mundo. Por lo tanto, hizo que Israel pasara por su herencia, suerte y porción.
Thank you. So what the Zohar says here, again, we are on portion Tetzaveh, verse 82. I'm sorry, you know what? Yeah, okay. So we know that God took the people of Israel 40 years in the desert, right? 40 years in the desert. And the desert, obviously, it's not something easy to live. Imagine we're talking about millions of people, including older people, women, and children, right? It's not easy. What's the purpose of being all those years in the desert? Because the Zohar says that the desert representing the place where the dark force exists, the evil inclination. And that's the place that God wanted the people of Israel to be there and to actually break the power of the dark force from inside them and from the world. So in our life, sometimes we many times running to what we call in life like the comfort zone, what's easy for us. And sometimes we need to say, I want to go to the place where it's not comfortable for me, where it's hard for me, where my evil inclination is hiding, and I want to attack my ego, my evil inclination in his home base, right? Not to run away from him, but the opposite, to go toward my evil inclination, to go toward the thing that I need to change inside me and to break it there, right? Rabbi Ashlag actually explained in one of the article, we're gonna hopefully read it in the future, that, in order to really change, to really transform, a person need to really see the thing that he need to change. And all of us need to change. That's why we are here. Doesn't mean that we are bad people or not spiritual people. all of us, we truly deeply need to change from inside. But what does it mean to change? It's just like too general to change. What does it mean? That's why if we really want to change and transform, we need to ask from the Creator. God, help me to see where I'm maybe lazy. Help me to see where I'm too much arguing all the time. Help me to see where I'm behaving in a selfish way. Help me to see where I'm not really loving and not really caring. Help me to see where I'm actually like like doing something, but in order to get respect or that people will like me. If you really want to see, and if you really asking it from the Creator, the Creator will help you to see. It's not going to happen immediately, but throughout the journey of life, God will actually help you to see, oh, here is another moment that you actually angry, and you can see that the reason why you're angry is because the other person didn't do what you want. So it's like suddenly you see, oh, if someone don't do exactly what I want, I'm angry. So suddenly you see that. Suddenly you have more clarity about it. When you have more clarity about it, it helps you to change it. It helps you this time or next time to actually be a little bit less angry, be a little bit more loving, be a little bit more soft. But the spiritual walk is about all the time want to go inside into your desert, like what we just read here from the Zohar. Go into the desert, go into the place where your ego is hiding and find it and search for it and reveal it and help yourself to bring it from the subconsciousness to the consciousness, that it's clear for you, your behavior. More it will be clear for you, your behavior, more you'll be able to transform and to change and to get rid of it. And as a result, to become a better channel of love. And people will feel it around you. Your spouse will feel it for you. Your children will feel it for you. Everyone will feel it for you. You'll have ability to live a better life, a more happy life, because you're really walking inside. And that's why God took the people of Israel 40 years in the desert, in the place where it's the most difficult, when in the place where there is the home base of the evil inclination, because that's the secret. Don't run away from your ego. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to give excuses why why you're behaving in certain way. Go inside, search inside, in deep into your subconsciousness, and look for the source of your ego. Look for the source of the negativity and be happy to reveal it. Be happy to find it, because every time that you're finding it, it's like you found a diamond. It's like you found a treasure of hundreds of millions of dollars. It's the most precious thing when you can find another piece of your ego and really understand it and really have clarity about it. But for that, you need to search for it and want to see it instead of running away from it, right? Let's continue a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll jump now to number 86. Here, I'm gonna put it in like in the translation over there. You can read it right now. Please, whoever wants to read.
TETZAVE, versículo 86. Las palabras de la Torah solo se aclaran allí, y la única luz es la que surge en la oscuridad. Cuando este lado se somete, el santo, bendito sea, se eleva, y su gloria se hace mayor. No hay servicio al santo, bendito sea, que no provenga de la oscuridad, ni bien que no provenga del mal. Cuando una persona entra en el mal camino y luego lo abandona, el santo, bendito sea, se eleva en su gloria. Por lo tanto, la perfección total es el bien y el mal juntos, y su posterior ascenso al bien. El único bien es el que surge del mal, y a través de este bien se eleva la gloria del santo, bendito sea. Este es el servicio perfecto.
So what we learn from here is that to really reveal the real light of God, the real light of God is the light that actually shining from the darkness, right? Means it's not just enough in this world to try to be a good person and try to share, but if you actually looking deep inside into your darkness, into the places that it's places that we, how it is kids in the darkness, right? It's they're afraid in the darkness. Also, if we walking outside and it's very dark outside, we don't feel comfortable, right? The darkness give us like those kind of not comfortable feelings. Also, the spiritual darkness inside us. We try to run away from it. It's very hard for us. I'm talking about myself, and I'm talking about people that I know also. When I'm trying to talk with them about something more personal, to try to look inside a little bit, to try to find something inside, deep inside that it's their darkness, it's many people avoid it. Many people don't want to see. Many people rejecting it and they're running away from it, including myself. So the walk the Rabbi Ashlag says, go into your darkness. Try to really look inside. Don't be afraid to see where you are in your life. You not, where are your fears? Look for your fears and ask God, God, please help me to see my anxiety. Help me to see my fears. Help me to see my worries. It's not that I'm a bad person, but those worries, it's something I want to see so I can balance them. Because if I don't see my worries, the worries can attack the person, causing a person to be in anxieties. And because a person is in anxiety, let's say about money, and he's afraid that I don't know how, where the money gonna come? How would I pay my mortgage? And because of that, a person is under a lot of stress. And because a person is under a lot of stress, he causing everyone else around to be stressful, right? It's not, it's not a good way to live life. We learned that, most of the diseases happening because of stress. So it's not enough. Okay, so what can I do to release the stress? You need to look inside and to ask to see where the worry coming from, to see that darkness inside that causing you to worry all the time. It's a darkness inside. It's the opposite of faith. What is faith? Faith is that I have confidence inside that the money gonna come and things would work out because God is with me and I'm with God and God protecting me and God is is a force of endless love and good that only wants good for us. But it's not easy to have faith. It's something that we need to work very hard to earn that energy of faith. But the Zohar says clearly here in verse 86 in portion TETZAVE, you can achieve faith if you didn't first of all went through the darkness, right? You first of all need to be willing to look into your darkness, means to look for the source of your doubt. And it's interesting that in this week's portion, on Shabbat morning, we're gonna read a section in the Bible, in the Torah, that talks about Amalek. Amalek was a nation thousands of years ago. Amalek is numerical value doubt, right? That it's a negative force that coming into our mind and all the time try to tell us, I'm not sure how things gonna work out. And because of that, we're living under a lot of stress. And it's that stress affecting our relationship. It's that not allow us to really be peaceful inside. And God says, I want you to wipe the Amalek. I want you to have a war against Amalek all the time. What does it mean to have a war against Amalek all the time? It means all the time to look inside and to ask, I want to see my darkness. I want to see my doubts. I want to see my fears. I want to see them. Because more clear you'll see them, more you'll be able to, like a kid that is afraid in the darkness. So he asking, can you turn on a little light? Because I'm afraid a little bit, right? So if you'll be able to really show that kid There is no monsters here. There is no, God forbid, demons. It's all okay. If he'll have real clarity about it, he would not be afraid anymore. We are afraid from the unknown, right? So if we'll have clarity that God is here and God is taking care of me and everything is happening for the greatest purpose of everyone, we would be able to get rid of the fear. But it's not just about fear. It can be many things, right? But every person, every one of us in our spiritual walk, as we just learned before, we need to be willing to go into the desert, go into the darkness, go into the places in our life that it's like we don't want to touch usually. And ask myself and ask God, God, I want you to help me to see my darkness clearly. Yeah, maybe it's fearful, maybe it's not comfortable, but we need to be brave. And if we want to see our darkness, God will show it to us. It's not going to be pleasant. But that means that we start to really walk. We start to really take care of our spirituality. Because as the Zohar says here, the light shining only from the darkness. And only when a person is willing to go to the darkness and from the darkness to reveal the light of God, that's Zohar, that Zohar says, that's the considered to be a complete spiritual walk. That means that a person is really doing his spiritual walk, and that's what really revealing the power of God in his life and in the world, right? So, there's many more beautiful things here, but maybe we'll take the moment to study a little bit about Purim. What do you think?
Yes.